Hi, I'm Mickela Mallozzi, host of the PBS series Bare Feet. Together with Today Ticks, we are taking you on a behind-the-scenes look at one of the lesser-known jobs in theater. I'm here at the Ambassador Theater in Times Square to meet with Leslie Stifelman, musical director of one of my favorite shows on Broadway, Chicago. Let's go.
A musical director is the ultimate multitasker. We are really responsible for the well-being of all of the actors and all the musicians. These are my notes. See? Thank you. Kisses. This is the most important book.
Our lives.
This is my whole life right here.
Page.
I always think the best way to be is the smartest person in the room, which I try to be, although I don't know if I always succeed. A really great person and an amazing comedian. It's a hard set of skills to come up with.
It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl and all of that jazz.
It's really that, and that makes it so much better.
For their echo
and even
it
like do
balances
it even as hard as you can. That, even if it can never be too much.
Okay. And all of that jazz.
You sound amazingly good.
Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz.
How do you become a conductor in the first place? It seems almost like magic because the music flows through our bodies, but we don't make the sound.
Right.
You know, I have to say, honestly, this was all a big cosmic accident.
Yes.
I was a classical pianist, and I really loved to play the piano. And I had made some American music recordings, and I sent them to this man named Rob Fisher. And he asked me to do the Encore's presentation of Chicago. 5 shows at City Center, and that's all it was supposed to be. And here we are 21 years later and 8,000 performances. Huey Lewis, Brandy, I really loved. It's one of my good friends now, Cara Diaguardi. And I started by being the pianist in the orchestra and just really assisting everybody in all the rehearsals. And then I started teaching people, and I became a vocal coach. And I started enhancing my skills of being a conductor. And then all of a sudden one day, the guy who was supposed to be here wasn't here. And I just had to fill in. And I started to fill in. It was in 2003, and it's 15 years later, and I'm still here. What are you making?
Tell me what you're making. I made my own marble one. Check it out.
Let me see it. I'm a mom, a beautiful 4.5-year-old. So a lot of my life revolves around him. Okay, last time, can you say as loud as you can? 5, 6, 7, 8, let it rip.
5, 6, 7, 8. Let it rip.
Thank you. The most important thing about Chicago is feeling the legacy. Every single person who's stepped on the stage has left a little mark on the floor and in our hearts. Hey girl, how you guys doing? Can we get an A? Oh, we have no violin yet. We have a very exciting environment here where we're kind of reimagining the show almost every 6 weeks.
Because of the new cast members that are coming in.
New cast members, and we're so lucky to have a show that is of such strong creative underpinnings, amazing inconsistency in the consistency, because every night is different.
Yeah.
And that excitement of in itself is really fulfilling to me. I feel really passionate about how important live arts is, how important it is that kids are coming to see our show,
Yes.
that people feel inspired. We are going to stay here, and people are going to come to a building and sit in a seat, and the lights are going to go down, and maybe there's a curtain, and maybe the curtain comes up, maybe somebody comes out and says something, and maybe there's a little music, and magic happens. I don't know that that is replaceable in the world, and nor should it be.
No, 100% agree. This behind-the-scenes look into theater has been brought to you by Today Ticks. Be sure to download the Today Ticks app and use code BAREFEET for $20 off your first purchase.